Hello Werewolf Army, this is Jane's Videos, and this is Nightmare House 2018 Hellish Awakening Haunt Build Day 6. Quite a lot was done today. Mainly walls, but that's really good. First, I want to show my grandma cleaned up this whole area. Also note, the Christmas tree isn't going in there, it's going in Scary Christmas Holiday of Hell, which is going to be inside. My grandma cleaned up this whole area, which is good, because that obviously needed to be done. So now the porch is pretty much clean, and this is pretty much clean. Of course there's still stuff, but it's not as dirty as it was before. You guys might have seen it. There were PVC poles everywhere, there was tarp everywhere. Now that tarp's all around the yard. But anyways, I'm going to show this first, just because it's closest to me. I did more work on the Insane Asylum patient, and it is completely finished now. Like I said before, I wasn't sure if I was going to add pants to it, but my grandma brought over these white pants, and they do not fit the whole legs, but I think that's fine, because it fits enough. No one's really going to notice those. It's better than not having pants on it. I mean, not having pants on it still looked really cool, but yeah, having pants on it still adds to it. And I spray painted the pants red, put blood, because the shirt's all bloody. And I spray painted some blood on there, even though there's already blood on the shirt. I wanted to spray paint a little bit more just to make it a little more authentic, so that blood color kind of matches the blood color on the pants. So I spray painted these pants, and I put blood on it, and my grandma actually hot glued the head on, so it's not going to fall off. You guys didn't see last night, but it always fell off. It just kept falling off all yesterday. So the Insane Asylum patient is finally finished, and I am very satisfied with it. Like I said yesterday, it's honestly terrifying, so I'm very glad that it's done. I've also, I showed all this yesterday, torture chamber stuff. My dad actually just put this pole in just a minute ago. This pole right here, this is one of the last poles of the haunt. Originally, all the poles were going to go right down this area. This is where the Dark Harvest and then Cemetery of the Reaper is going to go over there. All the poles were going to go down this area to create a wall there. And instead, my dad just said, of course, there's going to be walls blocking those off, so why not just use those walls for these ones? I wasn't thinking of that originally, because then that would make very, very wide places to walk. But really, no one needs to walk over there. As long as that place is blocked off so you can't see it from over here, you won't even be able to see that it's such a wide area, because everyone's just going to be looking in that direction. Just as long as that is blocked off, no matter how wide this is, it'll work fine. So that means poles are almost done. This is one of the last poles of the haunt to do. And butcher shop, guests are not going to go in the butcher shop anymore. Instead, they're going to walk past it. Also, Devil's Throne is not going to be a scene that you walk into anymore. Instead, there's going to be a pathway right here, and you're going to look into the Devil's Throne, which I actually like better, because it's kind of like you're walking through the corridors of hell, I guess you can say, and you're looking into the throne room, which I kind of like, because I also didn't need too much space for the throne room, so I like it being small. I think it's actually pretty cool having it like that. That was my dad's idea, so that's really cool. Of course, there's this fallen down tree, and my dad mowed all the grass here, so finally this area can be worked on. It was way too long to work on before. You can see this fallen tree. I know it's got that on it. Of course, that's going to be taken off. I'm going to get to the tarp that was done now. So many walls were done today, which is really, really good. So, Unholy Cathedral walls were done. This one was already here. I'm sure you guys remember. And I know I'm filming at night. I just didn't feel like doing it today where I filmed as I was building. I will do that more, but I just didn't feel like it today. Anyways, this wall was put up. This wall was already put up, but this wall was put up. So, Unholy Cathedral has all of its walls except for the wall right there that makes a doorway into the summoning. So I forgot there's also got to be a pole here, but it's just a skinny one to make a doorway. So it's got all of its walls except for that one, which is awesome. So there's this wall, and then that also goes into the summoning. So the summoning has all of its walls done, because there doesn't need to be walls there, because I'm probably just going to have props standing here, so no one's really going to pay attention to the street anyways. I'll probably just have it blacked out a little. My dad actually suggested putting a spotlight aiming this way, because here, I'll show for example on the camera. If you have a spotlight looking at you, you can't see anything behind the spotlight because the spotlight is so bright. So, yeah, spotlight going there, no one's going to be able to see what's behind it, because when you look directly at spotlights, like I'm looking directly at that spotlight, I can't see anything behind it except for pitch black. So, yeah, just putting a spotlight here would probably be cool, because you won't be able to see past the spotlight. It will just look pitch black. So here's the wall for the summoning, and it goes into Rabid Zoo. So here's the first wall for Rabid Zoo. Rabid Zoo has all of its walls done except for that one right there. Actually, there's not even going to be a wall there, because you just look back there. Instead, there's going to be a wall there cutting off Rabid Zoo from Island of the Headhunters. So Rabid Zoo, this is how close you get to the vines, which I really like. pretty close. The walls here. And then Creepy Carnival Circus of Chaos has almost all of its walls done, except for that one. But these walls are also for those. And I know there's gray on this side instead of black, and I never like to use other colors other than black in a haunt for walls, because black is the darkest, and so it looks like, it looks like the night sky, or just any wall to any place can be black. And it also just creates a more secluded feeling, and it makes the haunt a lot darker, since darkness absorbs light, but instead of reflecting light. So this reflects light a lot more than this does, of course. But the reason I made this side be gray is because Rabid Zoo does not have a scene setter, so I just want it to look like the night sky. But this has a scene setter. This has Carnival Stripes scene setters. So there's going to be a scene setter blocking the gray anyways, so it won't really matter. All the others are black, and like I just mentioned, that one is gray and these ones are black, but that doesn't matter, that it doesn't correspond, because there's going to be a scene setter covering them anyways. So Creepy Carnival Circus of Chaos is going to be in here. It's quite a large area, much larger than I thought it would be. Let me back up. You won't be able to see it because it's so dark out. But yeah, it's very large. It's a very large space, and I really like it. And it is a square too, so it actually looks like it could be in a circus tent, because it's not just a room that you walk in and it's a hallway like usual. The clown room is usually a hallway and it doesn't look like a circus. This year it's actually in the shape of a circus. Of course, circuses are more rounded, but this will still do. It kind of has a roundness to it. It's not really exactly a square, because it's definitely got diagonal parts. Then there's going to be a big circus tent on top, which is going to be cool. And then right here, Sacrificial Dungeon has its first walls. This is the corridor that leads to the Pit and the Pendulum in Sacrificial Dungeon, and it's a very skinny corridor, and I'm so glad about it, because I'm going to have cult members on either side here. One of them is going to be a real actor, and the others are going to be props, and they're all going to look identical. The actor is going to look identical to the props, and so no one will know which one is the props and which one is the actor, and so I'm excited for that. Just a very long corridor, and the cult members will be really close to you too. Guess, not you, guess. So that's good. Anyways, I believe that is all that was done today, but it was still a lot of progress done, and I'm so happy that polls are almost done, because like I've mentioned before, polls are the most tedious part of doing the haunt. And yeah, polls are almost done. It's very exciting, because then walls will almost be done, and when walls are done, usually walls aren't completely finished until like a day before Halloween, because we leave openings so we can access areas easier. But yeah, walls for the most part, the biggest walls, we usually leave small openings. And some of those openings stay there on Halloween, they're just covered up. They're a doorway that only we can access. So they're just like the other doorways, but only we can access them, because they're not on the main path. We're going to do that again, so walls should be done before this weekend. Actually, no, they should be done during the weekend. Outside walls, at least, should be done before this weekend. But then I've got carport walls, which will be done this weekend, and the diner walls will be done this weekend. And then inside there's going to be a few walls, which will be done the week of Halloween. So next week, of course. So most likely Monday and Tuesday. And then Wednesday's Halloween, next Wednesday. It's exactly a week from tomorrow. Very exciting. I can't wait. So progress is going good. I was starting to get very anxious. Very, very anxious. I was very worried that we wouldn't get this done on time, because things seemed to be going very slow. Because if you guys remember yesterday, there were only a few walls up. Things seemed to be going as slow as they possibly could, and yet today, we got so much done really fast. I overestimated how long it takes to actually put up walls. Each wall takes like 2 minutes to put up. So I was overestimating how long it actually takes to put the walls up, which made me stress out about it and get all nervous that it wasn't going to get done on time. But as you can see, quite a lot of walls were done, and it'll get done on time. I know for a fact I'm not going to be able to make every prop that I wanted to make, but that's the thing. Every year I know I'm not going to make every prop that I wanted to make, because they're just ideas, things that I want to make, and I only make about 50% of the props that I want to make. But that's fine, because I don't need to make all of them. Like this guy right here, I needed to make him because he's a hell prop. This guy right here, I needed to make him because I need inmates. The electric chair, I needed to make all of that. And there's a lot of stuff I still need to make. Like, I need to make the saw blade for this guy, which I mentioned yesterday. I need to make the Unholy Cathedral facade, all of that. But all of that stuff is usually done the weekend before Halloween. So this weekend is most likely when that stuff will be done, because my mom is very good at drawing, and I know that she's going to draw the outlines of each of those things. And usually she doesn't like to work until the weekend on it, so I mean, she helped me with the walls because we had to spread out the walls and stuff, so she held one side while I stapled them up. But she usually doesn't do her major work until the weekend before, and so she'll be doing that soon. And so she'll be drawing that stuff, and then we'll cut them out. And yeah, still some PVC props I need to make, but not very many. I need to make my priest. He's one that I need to make. My priest prop, the goat priest, who's going to go in Unholy Cathedral. He's one that I really need, because he's the one who's supposed to be making Levitator Girl float off of the altar in there. And then I need Unholy Cathedral's facade. The Dark Harvest barn is completely done away with. I need to make some crucified corpses for Festival of the Fallen. I need to make a ticket booth for Festival of the Fallen. I need to make a Wolfie prop, which I've already started. It's actually up there. That big jumble of black fabric is what that is. That's the Wolfie prop. It's in pieces right now. But I need to make that. And then I need to make a few other things. I'm not going to get it all done. I'm probably going to make a few more corpses and stuff, a few more bodies. I need my electric chair victim. I need to make a few case studies for the asylum. Those are just journals that are going to have stuff written on them, so that's going to be very easy. That's going to be the easiest prop ever. I need to make, I need to make some pentagrams and stuff out of bones. I need to get to work on Bedroom of the Possession and start painting satanic symbols on those walls. It's a lot of stuff that I need to do, but it's stuff that will be done rather quickly. Like, making a whole facade seems like it would take weeks, but you guys know I use the foam stuff, which I used for the lighthouse last year, and yet the lighthouse turned out looking good. It didn't look amazing, but it turned out looking good for a home haunt. It turned out looking very good, and that was done in about an hour. So, Unholy Cathedral's facade will probably take about an hour, because all you gotta do is draw it, then cut it out. Like I said, my mom's an artist, so she's gonna be able to draw a good-looking cathedral, no problem, and then cut it out, and then it will just be a facade. And it should look pretty nice. I need to make some other things, quite a few other things. Not entirely sure what yet. They're not on the top of my head. But I need to make some popcorn baskets with rats in them for Creepy Carnival Circus of Chaos. I need to make, and I'm almost done making the audios for the haunt. The ones I have done, I have the soundtrack for the outside of the haunt done. It's actually on YouTube. Some of these are as playlists on YouTube because I'm just going to play them off of the playlist because I have YouTube Red, and so it's going to be the easiest way to sufficiently play them throughout the haunt. There's not going to be any ads or anything, so it will just be like a normal soundtrack playing. You won't be able to tell it's playing off of YouTube, but I have Yolders done, I have the torture chamber done. Well, I don't have Yolders done, I have a few things I still need to add to it. So I have the torture chamber done, I have Yolders almost done, I have Festival of the Fallen. I know the songs I'm going to use for it. I don't think I'm done with it. I'm almost done with that one. Scary Christmas Holiday of Hell, I can literally do that in 5 minutes because I already know all the songs I picked out for it. I just have to add them all to a playlist, and I did add them all to a playlist, but then I deleted the playlist because I wasn't too happy with that one, so I wanted to make a new one, but I know all the songs I'm going to choose, so I'm just going to put them all back in. Creepy Carnival Circus of Chaos is done. The Haunted Diner is done. Oh no, not the Haunted Diner. The Diner is done. And Dark Harvest the Barn is done. I actually finished that one yesterday. And the only other scenes that really are going to have audio, Unholy Cathedral is done too. I forgot about that. I did that one last night. That one's done. And I don't know if many more are going to have audio. Not every scene has audio. Mainly, if you've noticed, the major hell ones have audio. So Festival of the Fallen and Unholy Cathedral. There's the majority of the themes are hell themes this year, and only 2 of the hell themes have audio, but the reason why is because I feel like The other ones don't need audio. I think the audio of the props will be good enough for the Hell themes, except for Festival of the Fallen and Unholy Cathedral. I really think those ones should have audio, because I have like pipe organ sounds for Unholy Cathedral along with satanic chants, and then Festival of the Fallen I have like heavy metal music, satanic sounding music, as well as like just choir music, just like all sorts of music that you would think when you associate demons. But yeah, I think Ghost Town, I'm saying Deadwood because that was my Western theme in 2016 if you guys don't remember. I think Ghost Town might have audio. I don't know, because I've still got to figure out how many speakers I have. I have a small speaker, which is actually very loud. Though it is small, it's very loud. That one is most likely going to go in the torture chamber. I have, what I'm going to do, since two of the haunt rooms are inside this year, what I'm going to do is, there's one that is inside. Why don't I just show myself for this part? Anyways, there is one that, okay, I have my TV. My TV is going to be covered up for Yolders, of course. The TV is, Yolders is in the living room. Of course, all the furniture is going to be covered up, except for the shelves, because asylums can still have shelves with stuff on them. All the furniture is going to be covered up, of course. Like, the TV is going to be covered up, because it's supposed to be a 1920s asylum. The TV is obviously going to be covered up and all of that. So, but I can still have the TV playing music. Of course, the brightness is going to need to be dimmed so it doesn't shine through the fabric that covers it up. But, and there's a speaker, a very loud speaker, and then I've also got a bass, which I can just hide behind a shelf. I have a bass that connects to my TV, and I've got a very long, loud speaker that connects to the bass. And so, I can play the soundtrack for Yolders out of the TV. And so that's one less speaker that I need to use. Well, really, my issue isn't speakers. I think I'll have plenty of speakers. My issue is more of devices to play the music off of. I always use my phone to stream music to a Bluetooth speaker. I always use my mom's phone, my dad's phone probably, and I could probably use my grandma's phone too, so that's 4. And then for the actors, I'll just ask actors if I can use their phones to stream music. If not, then I've also got I've got 2 laptops to stream it off of. And then that's not even enough, and so I'm also, actually no, Torture Chamber is going to use speakers that are connected to the laptop, because the Torture Chamber audio isn't going to be on YouTube. I'm going to keep it on my laptop that I made it on, so it might actually be better to just stream it off of the laptop itself. So that's going to be in Torture Chamber. And then Yolders Mental Correction Association audio is going to be, it's going to be playing from the TV. After I upload the Yolder audio to YouTube, it'll be private, so you guys won't be able to see it. But it's going to be uploaded to YouTube like the day before Halloween, and then I'll just play that from the TV, because the TV is connected to the Xbox, which has YouTube on it. And so I can just play it off of that TV, so that will be one speaker I don't need to use. Then I've got a small speaker which can connect to a phone. I've got another small speaker which can connect to a phone. I've got another one that can connect to a phone. I've got a big speaker that can connect to a phone. I've got the laptop, I've got the other laptop, and I've got speakers that I can hook up to those, so I most likely will have enough speakers. If I run short on speakers, I can always just go and get a very cheap one, because I always see them at yard sales. I always see speakers at yard sales. I can try to find a really cheap one. I think I'll have enough, though, and if I don't, I can always ask one of my actors to bring a Bluetooth speaker, because a lot of people, of course, have Bluetooth speakers these days, and so I'm sure one of my actors, if I don't have enough speakers, will be able to bring a Bluetooth speaker. And if not, my grandma said she has a bunch of speakers. And so anyways, that is it for this haunt video. A lot of it was talking, but that's just because I want to let you guys know plans. Because there's a lot of stuff I still need to do, and I want you guys to be aware of what to expect in the next haunt build videos. And so I want to discuss plans, because yeah, I just want you guys to know what to expect in the next videos that are going to be coming your way for Nightmare House 2018 Hellish Awakening. That was a loud car screech. So I want you guys to know, so you can look forward to that. I'm very excited for Halloween. I hope you guys are too. I hope your haunts are going great. Honestly, one of my favorites I've seen so far. I've seen his posts on Instagram. He posts in the group chat too. Cash Lunar Haunts. Go subscribe to him. His haunt looks amazing so far. He's doing a farm-themed haunt, and I honestly love it. Chad, Halloween Haunter. His looks great too. His is farm-themed. He's making a clock tower. He's trying to remake the clock tower from Spirit Halloween, which I think is a very awesome thing. It's going to take a lot of work, but I think he'll get it done because he is a great haunter. And it is his first time doing a haunt that is not fully in his garage, so I wish him luck on that. His haunt looks really good so far. I really like it. Mac is of course going to have a good haunt. I don't think he started fully setting up the walls and stuff yet, He'll probably start doing it soon. Of course, he's Haunt Former, if you don't know. He'll probably start doing it soon because he does his walls right before Halloween because his is in a garage, and so he does the walls right before Halloween. And so I'd assume he's going to start doing it this week or this weekend because he doesn't have very many walls to put up. Like I said, it's in a garage, so it's a little bit smaller. It's still always really cool though. But yeah, but he's doing an alien themed haunt, if you don't know. So Josh, his haunt looks great. Mr. Halloween Junkie, he's doing a carnival theme. So we've got Cash is doing, and I know I'm not going to cover all the haunters. I'm just going to cover the ones that I've seen pictures from and heard about their haunts so far that they're building. Cash is doing a farm. Chad is doing a farm. Josh is doing a clown theme. Ace and Arts is doing a clown theme. Mac is doing an alien theme. I think he's one of the first haunters to actually do an alien theme, which is really cool. Because not very I'm talking about like YouTube haunters in our haunter community. I think he's one of the first ones to do a alien theme. I'm not quite sure what Cameron is doing, because he said he was changing the way that he was going to do his haunt. I think he's still sticking with a hell theme though. So me and Cameron are doing hell themes this year. I'm one of the first haunters to ever do a hell theme, so I'm actually very excited for it. But I think I've mentioned this before, with a pirate theme, it was not very many. I was like one of the first haunters in our community to do a pirate theme too. I mean, other haunters, like bigger haunters, have done pirate themes, but in like our community, I was one of the first ones to do a pirate theme. And so it was, but it was still easy to find inspiration for pirate stuff because a bunch of people who aren't on the YouTube haunter community posted pictures and stuff to Pinterest of their pirate ideas. Not very many people have done hell things in general. There's a lot of demons and stuff out there, but like a lot of it is very professional like. There's no haunters like home haunters that I've seen that have really done too many hell themes. And so it was very hard finding inspiration for this year, but I'm very excited to be doing it because hell is honestly my favorite topic for Halloween. It is my favorite theme to do, and I'm very excited to finally be doing it. And yeah, I'm very excited to be doing a hell theme. So we all got our different themes this year, and I hope they all go well. Like I said, a lot of haunters are already doing great, and I'm very happy with how mine's coming along too. So anyways, without any further ado, I'm going to end this video because this has just been me talking for the rest. This isn't even plans. I'm just praising everyone else's haunts and hoping they go well. But anyways, it's almost Halloween. Stay tuned. There's going to be haunt build videos pretty much every day because I'm going to be working every day, but I'm not going to upload every day, most likely. I'm going to try to upload as much as possible, hopefully every day, but I don't know. But anyways, this has been Haunt Build Day 6, which is really long, even though not very a lot was done today. Even though most of the video wasn't even showing stuff that was done today, it was just me talking. It's very long, but still, this was Haunt Build Day 6, so I hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more Haunt Build videos leading up to Halloween, and stay tuned for the Haunt video itself, which is going to be released the day after Halloween. So I hope you all enjoyed. Keep howling at the Moonmire Werewolves. Let me show you complete terror.
Hey, come back. You don't play fair and you're making me angry. But maybe if you subscribe to Jaden's videos and join the werewolf army, I'll let you live another day. But it's not guaranteed.